Hi, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm here with my friend Liz, and she's joining me today. She's my special guest. Can everybody hear me and see me okay? Just let me know here in the chat. And
hello.
Let's see. I told you
I do have a voice.
Yeah, she talks.
It's okay.
She talks. Yeah,
yeah, sometimes too much.
I think she's nervous. She's
A
nervous
little
of being
bit.
here at the Prima office.
Frank makes me nervous.
No. I don't make anybody nervous. No, but yeah, I'm glad that she's here. She's our special guest today, and she's going to be making a project with me on this album here that I made with some beautiful Prima products. And
gorgeous.
We're going to be making this album together so you guys can see how easy it is. It looks complicated, but it's really not. It's really simple.
It's really heavy.
And it's really heavy. Like, I could do weights.
Yes.
You know, me trying to lose weight nowadays, I'm just like, I could just really work out with this. But yeah, Liz is here. I'm excited. She's excited. Can everybody hear me and see me okay? Everybody saying hi.
Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Carrie. I'm usually the one doing the chat, so it's really neat for me to
be on the other end.
I mean,
right?
I just coming here, like I was telling Carrie, is like Disneyland for me.
Yeah, we're like, woo. Yeah, but it's really an honor to have you here, and it's really nice to have our customers here because we really like to get feedback, and we really like to see how they use our products and how they enjoy them. So if you have any feedback throughout the show, or if you have a question, feel free to ask me.
I will. Thank you.
And then I know Carrie and Sharon will be on the other side answering any questions that people might have. And I also have Denny here in the background. I always like to say that because he always wants to say behind the scenes, but he's right.
He's there.
He's right here. He's our little audience for today. So, all right, so we're going to get started. We're going to show you what we're going to be working with today. And the first thing, obviously, is going to be the album. And a lot of people don't know that we have this album. It's called the Prima Scrapbook. But what I like about it is that it's very sturdy like this, and it is kind of heavy. And the reason is because it's like a bound album. You can actually, let me open this up and show you guys.
But it's a good heavy. It's not like heavy where...
No, it's not like nasty heavy.
No nasty heavy.
It's just, yeah. It's just like a good heavy. It makes it feel sturdy. That's what it is.
Yes. Yeah, because there's a lot of albums out there. And
right.
Of course, Prima makes the best of everything.
Yeah.
So when I saw this, I was like, wow, I didn't even know they had this.
Yeah, so this one is item 550721. It comes with 10 clear sheets. It comes with 10 printed cardstock sheets. And it comes with extenders. So you can actually extend it like those old-fashioned scrapbooks. You could just extend it and make it bigger. And then this is how, that's the packaging. But it comes with all these clear plastic sleeves. And then it comes with some printed sleeves. I mean, not sleeves, but papers. So you can actually do your little art journaling in there. You could put your scrapbook pages in there. If you do, daily scrapbooking, you could do anything like that, or use it like someone said for graduation. What I love about it personally is the pattern. I just love that it's so vintage and pretty and all that beautiful vintage text. There's even some tea staining in there. I mean, it's just really beautiful. So that's the Prima scrapbook we're going to be using.
So if you're drinking tea and you spill a little bit, it's okay.
Yeah, it'll be okay.
It'll blend in.
Oops, and it'll.
That looks nice.
Yeah, it looks nice. Let me do some more. Yeah, no. And then we're going to be using some engraver, which is my favorite collection. I love that one too. And we're going to be using these papers here. We're going to be using Cartouche, which is item 845346 with the rulers. I love that one. And then in the back it has the map. We're going to be using Atlas, which is 845308.
Wow.
With the text. And then the map in the back.
Makes me want to travel.
I know. It's really like a very traveling collection, yeah. This one called Black Leaf, and this is 845339, and this is with the numbers. And then this one in the back with the map. And then I'll let you introduce all of our rest of our things.
Ooh, okay. Vanna White. Epoxy stickers. You get 36 of them. Sorry, I had to look. And it's nice because it has all the different sizes in there.
See how well she knows her products?
I do, because I like options and sizes. I mean, that's all we're looking for, because you don't want 36 of one item. It has a 1.5 inch. There's 6 of those. There's 10 of the 1 inch.
Yeah, so there's 10 of the 1 inch, 1.25 inch, and then the 0.50 inch. And then there's one that comes with 6, which is the larger one. That's 1.5 inches, I guess.
Yeah, so
and then
nice variety.
Yeah, and then that's item number 960414. And I really love this one. This one has all these cute, clear epoxy circles. And then these are my favorites too.
Vintage trinkets.
Vintage trinkets, and these are in the teardrop shape. That's 930073. And these are really, really cute. Let me just hold it up. Really
two
quick.
Shapes.
Yeah, you got two sizes. And then they're really, really pretty. And they're faceted. I don't know if the camera can catch that. But let me see if I can open this up here. I love these. I use these all the time.
It's a nice neutral color too.
Mm-hmm. See that?
It's beautiful.
Love that. I could just wear these as
Don't
earrings.
cry over these.
Okay.
They're called teardrops though. Okay, I hold back my jokes.
Yeah. These are my favorite too.
Shabby chic treasures and they're resin.
Mm-hmm. And these are called La Cour. I'm not French again, but I pretend. La Cour. There you go. And that's 891442. And it comes with this beautiful frame that I really love. And then the hearts, which are really, really cute. So we're going to be using that. And then we're going to be using some masks, right?
Stencils. Sunrise, sunset.
Collection with the checker. So we're going to be using the 6x6 one. And then we're going to be using the larger one, which is this one here. Yeah, this one's huge. It covers my face.
Yes.
It's
Don't cover your face. We want to see your face.
Both of us.
Okay.
It's 960186, and then the smaller one is 960179. So we're going to be using those.
That way you don't have to cut the big ones because, you know, to use on smaller projects.
People cut them?
People cut them. I know. I don't even want to cut your paper, let alone a stencil.
What are you guys doing with our stuff?
Good things, good things.
Yeah. And then these antique mirrors, which I really, really love. These are from our Londonry collection, our North Country collection, and then our Printery collection. And then these are like reflective mirrors. They're not really mirrors. I don't know what they called it. I guess antique mirror means that it doesn't work as a mirror anymore. It's just antique. Okay. So if that makes any sense. Which is good. Yes, it does. Yeah. So and then they're just like these acetate shapes that are really cool to put on your project. I really, really love those. And it comes with different shapes and sizes. We're going to be using some of these. Beautiful. And I think that's it.
Yeah, I think you covered it.
So let's get started. And I'm just going to move this over to your side. Okay. And we're going to be working together on this. So if you guys have any questions throughout the whole thing, let us know. And if you just joined us, welcome. I'm here with my friend Liz. We're going to be working on this album. And any questions before we get started?
Are those stickers or what are they? Looks fab.
Stickers.
These,
the antique mirrors. Yes, they are self-adhesive. They can be stickers. I guess they are stickers, right? Because they stick to things. So, yeah, they're stickers. But they're just acetate. So that means that they're kind of, you could look through them, but they have like an antique finish. So they're pretty cool. And we're going to show you these in a second. Any other questions? I've never seen Engraver at Hobby Lobby. Engraver's not sold at Hobby Lobby, Tinkerbug, but you can find it on, scrapbook.com or any of the major online stores. Hello, everybody. I know, is there anybody out from international joining us today?
Spain. Hola.
Hola.
Cuchi Y2K.
I
hope I said that right. Sorry if I didn't.
Iceland, hello. And United Kingdom. All right, we're going to get started. I'm going to switch the camera because I know Liz is excited to get started. All right, so let me scoot over here so Liz
I want to make sure my hands were in.
Yeah, so let me just scoot your little mat over here. And the first thing we're going to go ahead and grab is our album, obviously. So I think you have mine.
I have. I have two. I'll share.
Yeah. And then let me move all these.
I love the sound, guys, when you open a package of Prima stuff.
Yeah, it's fun.
Or Prima goodies, as Steph says it.
So you're gonna want to start with your album, and I think you have my papers as well.
Yes. You're so generous. You gave me everything.
I know. I'm like, here you go.
And one big file.
And then we're gonna start with this paper here, the one with the rulers. And we're going to start just cutting out all of the rulers. And I have some trimmers over here on this side. So I'm going to move this way. And you just want to cut off that bottom part of the paper.
Oh, I have to cut into my paper.
Yeah, today,
I don't want to.
Today you have to do that. No hoarding today. And when you cut the rulers, what I did is I cut them in different lengths, so you don't have to go one by one. You can actually do it in no specific order. So I just went and cut, you know, for example, this one like this thick, and then the next one you could cut it thinner if you wanted to.
Okay.
And you just want to cut through the whole sheet, all of the rulers.
Are there a specific amount of pieces that we want out of this? Like number of pieces or just a bunch?
Just a bunch.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no specific number. But you know, you just want to have different widths. So some has to be like skinny, and then the other ones, you know, you have them longer, not longer, but thicker.
Yes, because we all come in different sizes.
Yeah, I love this paper. It's one of my favorites with the rulers. But I had a hard time cutting through it too because I really like the back with the map.
I know.
But it's okay. We have another.
You said it's okay to cut through, so I'm cutting.
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming that people buy like 200 of these at a time, right?
Yes.
I know I did.
Well, you can't just buy one sheet of paper.
No, it's hard.
It is hard.
Love
to buy a couple. One to hoard, one to use.
One to use and one to give away.
Exactly. Yeah, when I ordered stuff for me, I have to order for my friend Noel. I have to order for my sister Mara. I know, because I just can't have it by myself.
Your friends are lucky then.
They are very blessed.
I'm glad. So, have you been scrapbooking for a long time?
I have been scrapbooking for over 10 years.
Cool.
And I got inspired by my two sisters, Mara and Armine.
I know Morale, and she's a sweetheart. And she took one of my classes, and she's so fun. And yeah, I really like her. She's awesome.
Yeah, so they got me into it, and
oh yeah, I
got addicted, and then now I'm into. My son's 10, so now I'm into other things. Mini books is my passion.
Yes,
which fits perfectly with Prima papers. Sorry, I'm taking so long.
Oh no, don't worry.
I'm trying to talk and cut at the same time. Okay.
Awesome.
Yep.
So now that we have those, we're gonna start doing some collaging on our cover here, okay? And continue on. I don't want to interrupt your story.
Okay. No, so I thought scrapbooking was just putting stickers on white paper.
Yeah.
Because I had the very first rudimentary, boring albums, not beautiful albums like these. I just had regular...
Yeah, well, you know, I think scrapbooking has come a long way.
Oh, long way.
So,
leaps and bounds.
Yeah, so the first thing we're going to do when we start collaging this, and by the way, if anybody is just joining us, I know I just saw a question. This is Liz. She's
Hello.
A Prima fan.
Yes.
And she's here joining us today.
#1 fan. No, I know you all say that, so other #1 fan.
They're all #1 fans. So what we're going to start doing is we're going to take our little strips of ruler here that we just cut up, and let me just scoot a little bit over here so people can see what.
Hi, Vanessa.
This is doing.
Babu.
And what we're going to do is I'm going to have one long piece. So you could pick any of your long pieces, and you could take the thicker one if you have one.
The thicker one, okay.
And then we're just going to add some glossy accents here, and I have your
on the
little
back
file
side
here. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
And then we're going to just put it right in the center. And that's just going to give us some kind of direction of where we want to go with this. After we put the center one, it really is easy to just go.
I think I need to poke mine.
Oh, I have a little
Mine's
needle
brand
here.
new. Okay, thank you.
And so once you have the center one in there, you just want to start collaging the rest of the rulers in no specific order. But you want to work from the center out. Okay. You don't want to start over here because then you might not have enough to cover up the rest. So, and you don't want to put too many either. But remember that we're going to cover the center. So you don't want to put too many here. You just want to start from here and then work your way out.
Okay.
Okay. Easy as that. And then what I did too is I started cutting, like, you know, we have the long ones, the 12. I just started cutting them in no random. And then even if you wanted to, you could just rip them out like that. You don't have to even cut them straight if you didn't want to, which is, I did for some. Yeah, so.
I remember when paper tearing was all the rage. Tear this, tear that.
Tear everything.
I liked it. I still like it.
Yeah.
I think it adds like a different
touch
to the product.
Yeah.
It brings out the core of the paper and the sides.
It's fun. It's fun. I do remember though when it was like oh my god, you're cutting paper.
I know.
You're tearing it up.
Even pictures, when we used to cut the corners of the pictures, I used to say, oh my gosh.
What are you doing?
Don't cut the picture.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's come a long way.
concentrating.
Yeah.
If you hear my brain working, I'm trying to catch up with Frank.
Yeah, I do hear it. I'm like, it sounds like...
Well, I live next to the airport, you know, as I said.
Oh my god. And for those of you joining us, we're using the Engraver collection. Really love this one with the vintage look.
Beautiful.
And we're using a Prima scrapbook to create a lovely mixed media.
You said to stay away from the middle because we're gonna.
Well, we want to work.
There,
yeah, we want to work.
Middle.
Yeah, we want to work towards the outside. So you could put some in the middle, but you want to start working from the outside.
Okay.
And like I said, there's no specific order or anything to this. Actually, now that I think about it, none of my projects have order. I always say that. No, there's no specific order. You can just do it however you want.
Well, that's why we craft, because we want freedom in at least one thing in our life.
Right.
I mean, not that we live in a prison, but you know what I mean. It's like crafting is like, oh.
Yeah, like when you wash the dishes, you first have to put soap and all that stuff. Everything has order, but I think
you can't just dry it before washing it.
Right. So I think everything has to. Everything in scrapbooking has to be free.
Yes.
And I love that the rulers go well together. Like even if you just cut it up in different sizes and everything, all of them fit very well together. So you don't have to worry about, oh, this one's too large or too small. It'll all go together. It'll all come together at the end. So
that's why using one sheet of paper that has it's like you know the Prima collections are all so well coordinated together. I mean those designers know what they're doing.
Yes, they do.
When they put something together, because people that are like my career was in the financial industry, you know, so I don't know how to put certain colors together. So that's why I go to lines. I always do. I always go to lines that coordinate everything for me, and Prima's the best at that.
Yeah, Prima does a really good job, and I really like that. What's your favorite collection now that you're talking about that? Of all of them?
I like, you know, I just ordered a bunch of Lyric.
Oh, Lyric is a fun one.
Lyric is beautiful. And then the Welcome to Paris.
Oh, wow, okay.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to show my sister that. I don't think she's seen it.
Yeah, that one's really nice too. I really like that one.
Because she threw a party for her daughter and it was all French.
It's like a Paris
French theme? Yes.
Oh, that's fun.
I had this paper to give her, but I'm sure I'll be making a mini book as soon as I get home.
Yeah, I think this will probably inspire you.
Definitely.
Just a little bit. And so we're just basically, if you're joining us right now, we're just basically layering all of these strips here on our album.
Sorry, I didn't mean to poke you.
Oh, no, no,
well,
no
maybe
worries.
I did. No.
Maybe it was intentional. And we're just going to layer all of these here. And while you're doing this, Liz, we're going to save some of the strips, just a few, because we're going to do some in the back. And I think, you know.
Am I doing okay?
Yeah, you're doing great.
Does it look
You're doing great.
Thank you. I don't usually use this glossy accent. So this is nice because it gives it a good stick. You need this kind of stick for the canvas.
Right. Well,
material.
I like the glossy accents because it's a quick drying. I mean, people don't really use it as an adhesive though. It's more used for like, you know, dimension. It's a dimensional paint. So, but I use it all the time as an adhesive. And people are like, oh, that's really expensive adhesive. Because it actually, you know. But it works really well. Like, if you see, it's already dry. And it's already stuck down. So I don't have to worry about, oh, I have to wait for it to dry or whatever. You know, it's good.
Well, you want to use good stuff with good paper.
Yeah. You're not gonna use... And then, you know, for example, like when you use mixed media, you don't want to use Fabri-Tac because that's flammable. Unless your intention is to catch your friend on fire. No. You know, then you know, that's not a good idea. So, now that we have that, we're going to start working on some masking.
Ooh.
So, and let me show you guys what Liz is doing.
Do I have them here? Oh.
Liz is doing such a great job.
Oh, thank you.
We're going to take our big mask.
Ooh.
And our little small one. And we're going to start with the big one here.
Should I open mine or you want to share? Okay.
Ooh. I don't share.
Oh, okay.
I'm kidding.
Well, I would have shared mine.
Aww.
But I do like opening packages.
Yeah. See, I'm letting you do that. I know you enjoy that. And we're just going to lay it on top of our album here.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't it nice?
Look, even the background. Can I show them?
Yeah.
Look, even the background.
The packaging is awesome. It's like scripty.
I always save these.
Yeah, it's good.
Stuff with.
And then we're going to be using some modeling paste on top of our...
I've never used that before.
Oh, so then let me your first time. And this, we're going to grab just a little bit on here, and I'm going to put it on this scraper tool thing here. And what I did is I just put some down at the bottom and then down at, I mean, not down, but on the top. And what you do is you just go ahead and scrape it on there. like that. And then it's good if it's okay if we have some that are uneven or they don't come out right. That's the point of this. It's not for it to be perfect, but you know, you just want it to be yours. You know, uniquely yours.
Do you want me to do it or wait for you?
I'm gonna let you borrow this, so I
okay.
just kind of wanted to show you really quick.
I was gonna take out my credit card, but
wow,
my husband would like that.
I don't think he'll like that.
Because you know, some people use like credit cards.
Yeah, you
or
can
gift
use
cards
old credit cards.
like
I just
that.
have this scraper thing. Oh, my credit card. And then once you take it off, you get this really cool pattern. So here you go.
That's beautiful. Okay,
and then you
thank
just want to grab a little bit from with the spatula.
Okay.
And I'll put this down over here.
It's like frosting. But no, I won't eat it, Frank.
No. Don't eat it.
Is that enough?
Yeah, that's good.
To put some on the bottom?
Well, you want to, yeah, so when you work with it with the card, you just want to scrape it, and then it'll scrape up some of that.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just scrape that on. There you go.
Oh, this is fun.
Isn't it cool?
I gotta go get some of this stuff. I'm going shopping after this.
And I love that the reason that we're using this this album is that it's so sturdy that it'll be able to hold all of these mediums on there. Because I know there's tons of albums out there, but honestly, Prima is the one that makes the ones that are perfect for mixed media. This one's perfect for that. It's not only a scrapbook, but it also serves as a mixed media album. So which I love. I'm gonna squeeze over here.
Ta-da!
Look at how cool that looks and what a good job she did.
I love this mask.
So once you do that, you're gonna just want to give it a quick dry, and I have your heat tool right there, Liz. You can just set it down over there. And you want to make sure this is completely dry, so you just want to give it a quick dry on there. And while we're doing this,
make sure I don't burn my hand.
Yeah, don't burn your hand. And you'll know when it's dry because you could touch it and then nothing will come back. Okay. You know, that's the way I know it's dry, which I know it's not probably not the best way, but it's the way I know.
It's like your nails, you know, you gotta poke at it sometimes. You shouldn't, but.
And you could also use different stuff. You can use gesso with the stencils. You can ink it with like a mist.
Oh, okay.
You know, you could use different stuff, different mediums onto a stencil. You can even use our chalkers if you wanted to, and get that pattern, which is really cool. The modeling paste just gives it a bit more dimension. It gives it more texture as well. Yes, and Limor is completely right. Hello, Limor. Aren't you traveling or something? She's so sweet. She came to my class.
Aww.
I love Limor. Yes, you can also use glass bead gel. There's so many things out there right now that people are using for mixed media, which is fun.
Yeah, it's like you used to go and just get scrapbooking stuff, and now you go to the art department.
Everybody's an artist.
Yes.
Everybody's an artist. You know, I really strongly believe in that anybody can really do this. It's really easy and simple, and I think Prima makes it really easy, you know, for people to get into this stuff, because we're really giving you the best products for you to just let your creativity flow. You know what I mean? And you just want to be able to play. You know, don't be scared, oh, it's going to be wrong or it's going to look bad. It's honestly, nothing is wrong. You know?
Sometimes my mistakes have turned into my best pieces.
Yeah.
You tear something, you say, oh, that looks good, torn.
That looks
so keep
good.
tearing it.
I've had times when I throw something into a trash bin.
You're going to pick it out.
And I pick it up and I'm like, hey, it does look good.
Yeah. The next day, you're like, why did I throw that out?
Why did I throw this away? So,
I do that all the time.
So let me just touch this.
Mine are looking kind of dry, the big ones.
Yeah, just give it a quick touch.
These are nice because they're not too noisy.
Yeah, they're really quiet, except for mine that has a rat stuck in it.
Oh, yeah.
It seems that
At least it's not a chicken.
Yeah, it's
from
not
your old neighbor.
Oh my god, the chicken's from my neighbor. Oh my
That was hilarious. I remember watching those and I'm going, oh my gosh.
Alright, so now that we have our album all completely dry, we're going to take some Mod Podge, okay? And the reason we want to do is we're going to seal all this stuff, okay? So we're going to take the Mod Podge, but before we do that, sorry, I kind of skipped ahead.
So it kind of seals the
yeah, it'll seal it, but before we do that, let me grab something over here. We're first going to mist it. I completely missed this step.
Oh.
So we're going to be using some mist. We're going to be using the Heidi Swapp Color Shine, and then some other mist that I did with the Luminart paints.
Oh. You do your own mixing?
You could do your own mixing with that, and I really like those. So we're going to mist this. Okay. I like this color. I can't remember what color it is, but it's like this really nice...
It's like a
goldish, greenish.
Antique-y.
Yeah, so what you want to do is you want to, once this is dry, because you want to make sure it's dry first, you want to start misting this. Okay, and I'm just going to mist it in no specific order. And then I'm going to grab this other one.
So I should follow suit.
Yeah. Okay. And then I'm just going to start misting this here. You want to give it a good
spray you.
Oh, don't worry. I always come out looking gold for my classes. And then
you're golden.
Yeah, golden. And then once this is misted, this is kind of what you're looking at. You're going to get that really nice shimmer. And you want to just give it a quick dry.
Okay, okay. Whoever created this heat tool was genius.
Yeah.
I always thought people were using hair dryers because they look like the ones at a hotel, you know?
Someone asked me in one of my classes, can I use it as a hair dryer? I'm like, oh, unless you want to go bald, I don't think I want to do that. So just going to give it a quick dry.
That looks beautiful just like that.
Yeah, it looks really nice. But of course, we have to take it to the next level.
Yes. We have to Frankenize it.
Frankenize it. Oh, that's a good word.
Frankie baby, as Lisa said.
I love Lisa. And you might see some of these lifting up. All you want to do is you want to take your glossy accents and apply a little bit more glue on there.
Tame your unruly pieces.
Yes. Mine just clogged.
You want to use mine?
I think it's good.
Poked it.
Yeah, there we go. And just kind of glue them back down. You want to make sure this is all flat, okay? So you don't want any pieces folding up or anything like that. Okay. So just go in with your glue and look at her.
I don't know because I think I went overboard with the
glue. Maybe that's it.
Mine are behaving. They're not unruly yet.
Okay. So now it's Mod Podge time. And for that we're going to be using some foam brushes, which I have right here.
Okay, thank you. I love these foam brushes.
Yeah, and then we're going to be using the Mod Podge, the gloss one. Make sure you're not using the matte one because then that's going to make it look ugly.
Okay.
And we're going to start covering this up. Okay, and you want to cover everything and make sure that everything is just
the whole
sealed down. Yeah.
Page. See, I'm thinking about
the whole album.
The whole album. Okay, yeah. I got to get out of my page mode. Get out of my comfort zone and do something different.
Yeah, so we're going to just cover it up with this Mod Podge. And then this is also good for the pieces that are kind of lifting up.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it'll just make them kind of...
I try not to smell this stuff, though, because it's really strong.
Just cover your nose. And you want to get an even coverage, and you want to even go over all of those, the modeling paste.
Oh, to tie them, to hold them down.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah, if you use the wrong kind of this, then you would lose the glittery effect of the spray.
Everything because the gloss one is clear. Once it dries, it's pretty clear. So the matte one is not. It's gonna give you like a more kind of washed out effect, which can be cool, I guess. But that's not the look we're going for.
No. What if you accidentally get it on the black part?
Which one?
This, like the black spine of it?
It's okay because we're going to cover that with some nice...
I mean, I didn't, but I'm just, you know.
I know you're looking at mine. You're like, Frank, you're doing it wrong.
No, I mean, I try to be careful and stay inside the lines, you know. That's what you're taught, and that's what paper crafting and all everything's about, you know, creating and going outside the lines and...
Yeah. No, you're good. If you get some outside the lines, it's okay because we're going to cover it up.
Okay. I think I got it.
Yeah, look at you. You're so good at this.
Hopefully.
Yeah, you just want to make sure that everything is completely covered.
I'll go a little bit more because it kind of soaks it up.
Yeah,
right
it really
away.
does.
Is the Mod Podge matte?
No, it's gloss. So we're using the gloss Mod Podge because we want to make sure that it gives us a clear, when it dries, it's clear.
Seal it up nice and...
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, people are going to be picking this up and admiring how gorgeous it is, and you don't want stuff falling off of it.
Yeah, and they're going to blame it on me.
No. Me. I'm the guest.
Oh, God. You can blame it on me.
Okay.
All right. So once we get all of that on there, just gonna give it a quick dry because I know Liz is like almost done there. And I know you live really close by, right, Liz?
Yes, I drive by Prima almost every weekend on the way to doing my errands with my husband and son.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Matthew and Dino.
Oh, hi.
Matthew's my son and Dino's my husband.
Are they watching?
They will be watching tonight.
Oh,
they watch with me every Thursday night.
Oh, how cute.
They do, and my son Matthew sits right next to me and he's watching, and he's a scrapbooker too, Frank.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So every time I drive by, I drool and I tell them that's where Prima is. And so whenever they hear Prima or see Prima stuff, they know I'm in the zone.
Oh, nice. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad that your family supports you.
And I love your, oh yeah, I love your booths at the conventions because everyone's so friendly there. I remember one time the make and take was crazy crowded. Mm-hmm. And I said, you know what? And then, you know, people want to sit down and play with all the flowers, and it's just so beautiful. And I told the gentleman, I go, I'll pay for the make and take, but can I take it with me? Can I literally take it and make it at home? Because I didn't want to rush.
Right.
And he was so kind, and the spaces are open, as all of you ladies know. I mean, they really do a great job at the expos and shows, and
oh, well, thank you. We really love and we enjoy interacting with all of our customers. We love our customers, and we just like to make them happy. That's the main thing. Cool. So now we're gonna go ahead and dry this.
Okay, switch. And this dries pretty fast.
It does. It's actually drying while we're working on it. So, but it's nice to just give it a quick dry because the paper's gonna be kind of damp. So you want to make sure that it's just dry.
Yeah, you don't want to glue stuff on dry paper. Right. Because then it's not a pretty scene. I mean, glue stuff on wet paper. I said it backwards.
There you go.
You want dry paper. Thank you for letting me come here and
oh, no, thank you for coming.
Hang out with you.
I know Carrie was telling me, and I'm like, oh, yay. You get a special guest.
Yeah.
We always like having special guests here.
I couldn't sleep last night because I was so excited, literally. I was dreaming flowers and you. And
of me? Oh, that must have been a nightmare.
No. Well, I knew about you because my sister talked about you from the workshop she took. So.
Oh, nice. All right, so once we have this, we're going to set it aside. We're going to grab our trimmer once again.
I think I'm okay.
Okay, cool. And we're gonna take the map paper, the one that's called Atlas, and then we're gonna turn it on its back here, and then we're gonna cut.
So that has more time to dry out.
Yeah, we're gonna take it and we're gonna cut right on the line. There's a line on the paper that I kind of use as a guide. This one here, where it kind of changes tone. I don't know if you could see that.
Okay, got it.
I'm gonna cut on that line right there. Just like that.
Oh, making me cut again.
It's fun.
See, they even put the line in there for you.
They're like, here, cut here.
Yes, and if you didn't have a paper cutter, then you could still cut straight.
Right. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start inking this with some Distress ink. And I'm going to be using Vintage Photo. And just in a circular motion, you want to go all around this paper. And I'm using a foam pad. We're just going to give it a little bit of a more vintage look.
Traveled.
Yeah, traveled, worn. Look, let me move this Mod Podge out of the way because I don't want to Mod Podge myself to the table.
No.
So just ink that up really well, all around.
Oops. Not that I'm a perfectionist, but there's a little piece sticking out there.
Oh, no problem.
I have to get that.
And if anybody is just joining us, I'm here with Liz. We're creating a really nice mixed media album.
Hello, I'm having so much fun.
And I'm glad that she's here. And if anybody
glad you're here too.
Anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. And then once we have this here, we're going to do a little slit in the middle. And I think Liz is probably going to freak out right now.
Just don't bring that near me.
So what we want to do is, before we do this, hold on, I forgot about that. We have to kind of measure this out and make sure that it's going to fit right in the middle here. And we're going to make a little, just a little signal here that we're going to cut there. We're going to trim this off to make it fit. So
I'll watch you carefully.
I just made a little signal there, so you know that's where I need to cut. I'll show you just in a second. So cut this off.
I'm gonna use that for something, right?
Yes, we are.
Another time. Okay. I hate throwing my paper, my Prima paper.
Oh, away. I never throw anything away. Just gonna ink this up again, just like that. And now that I did that, I know that it's gonna fit right in the center.
Oh, okay.
See, so you just want to measure it out and make sure. Yeah.
I could handle that.
Yes.
So kind of like the tip of the, right there. Okay.
And I'm gonna adhere this down onto the album while Liz is doing that, and gonna use glossy accents again.
I'll catch up with you. Don't worry.
Yeah, no, you're not that far behind.
Okay. Oops. Throwing stuff around. So used to, I just keep wanting to turn this over because that's how I store it.
Oh yeah. I kind of have.
It really works, you know?
Really? I have mine in the little, I bought the little trunk thing that he has, so I just use it there. But we're going to adhere this down and make sure you apply enough glue.
It's so pretty on the other side.
Mm-hmm. And just like this. Just in the center. And then before it dries completely, and the reason I adhere down is because I want to make sure that I'm getting the right placement. I'm just going to go in with my little knife. Go ahead and adhere it down.
Oh, that's why you said not to put those little ruler pieces. It's all making sense now.
It's all making sense now.
Ta-da!
Yeah.
Light bulb.
And you're just going to want to, with your nail, you just want to, if you have nails, if you don't need, you can just use a knife. You just want to cut through all the way to the top. And some of the bottom here. And the reason I put the glue in the first was because I wanted it to be glued down from the edges here.
Can I use your little
go ahead.
Poker thingy?
And just kind of open it up. Just like that. And kind of like a diamond shape.
Like a diamond?
Like a diamond.
This is fun.
I love it. I love getting my hands all inky.
But just don't pick up the telephone when you have glue all over your hand.
Yeah, no, don't text
or
anything like that, because then that's not going to be
safe.
A nice scene.
Don't text and craft.
And while you're doing this, you want to curl all of those pieces down, and that's why we have the glue there, because it kind of helps the pieces kind of curl back. And then you just want to put all the other stuff down now.
So you want it to kind of stick up?
Yes.
Okay.
The point is for it to be kind of dimensional. So, I hope everybody could see that.
And as you could tell, mine looks completely different than Frank's.
Let's see.
But it's okay. I'm okay with it.
It looks perfect. So, I mean, I would just go a little crazy.
Okay, go for it.
And just kind of open it up a little bit.
Oh, crazy. Frank said for me to go crazy with my paper. Okay.
Yeah, so just a little bit more.
Okay. I see, because we're going to put all that beautiful stuff inside, so we want to make sure it fits in there.
Yeah. So, just a little bit more.
See, I was holding myself back.
No, don't hold back with this.
Letting the inner Lisa come out.
Yeah, you just want to open it up just enough, like that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's beautiful. And then the paper kind of stays like that,
because
it already has the glue on there.
So, now you just want to make sure that everything's adhered on the sides and the edges.
Oh, I thought I did it upside down. It was okay.
No, you're good. And then once we do that, we're going to go back with our Mod Podge, and we're going to Mod Podge this paper down.
Okay. Because we're adding layers, we want to make sure everything stays. And oh, thank you.
There you go.
It's like, where'd it go? Sometimes things walk away, you know?
Yeah,
your tools, I hate that. And then you'll find it like months later when you're looking for something else.
That's where that was.
I know. I had ordered a whole roll of seam binding and I couldn't find it anywhere.
Yeah.
And then I found it with the scissors. I was like, what is it doing in there?
Oh, yeah. Kind of happens sometimes, huh?
And some of them are happy surprises. You know, you'll come across a flower or something that
I can
you
have
were
that
looking
happen to
for.
me too.
Happy accidents, I guess that's what they're
Happy
called.
findings.
Yes. Hey, that sounds like a new Prima line.
I know, right?
Happy findings.
Hey, don't say that anymore. I'll probably use it later.
Sorry. Copyrighted by Frank.
Copyrighted by me.
It's already a TV show.
Oh, no.
Oh, it is?
Alright. Never mind.
Darn. We don't want to get sued.
Yeah, no. Alright, so once you have all that Mod Podge on there, you just want to give it a quick dry. And you just want to make sure that it's nice and straight and it doesn't have any kind of bubbles or anything in there.
Do you do anything to curl the paper, or you just kind of let it
I just let it do its own thing, and right now we're
Okay.
going to go over it with some more medium, so you'll be fine.
Got it.
So just give it a quick try.
Okay. Drying. Hope you guys are enjoying watching this because I am having so much fun.
Yeah, it's really nice.
It's something that I would never try to do, but now that I'm actually doing it, I'm going to do it more.
You should. I mean, it's
Yeah.
really just nice and easy. It's
Well, you
not-
get you're like stuck in your comfort zone, and
Yes. All right. Once we
wow, that was quick.
It's really quick.
Okay.
And once we have that, we're going to be using some of this Distress Crackle Paint on top of that. So you want to... Mine is brand new, so I'm going to try
Clear
this.
rock candy.
And it's going to be the clear one. That's the one we're using. Look at her. She's a professional.
Here we are.
And it already has a brush on there.
Oh, very
So
nice.
very easy. And you're just going to brush some of this onto the top of this.
It's on the paper part, okay.
Yeah, just in the paper part.
Oh, that's what makes it so glossier.
Right.
Okay.
So just apply a generous amount on there.
It looks like candy.
Yeah, that's
Really?
I think that's why it's called rock candy.
Okay, thanks. Did you feel me stepping on your foot really hard? No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'm kidding. And you just want to apply some to those curls there, and then in the middle.
Okay. It's a great brush.
Yeah, I like it.
I think I need a huge container of this.
Oh yeah, I think they sell it by the gallon. Oh,
1
God.
gallon, please.
Yeah.
Well, you know, you spend a lot of time on your projects and buy beautiful Prima paper. You don't want to just put anything on there. You want to
Yes, you want
bring the beauty out.
Yeah, you want to make sure that you're using the best stuff. So once you do that, you're gonna give it a quick dry once again, and that stuff is gonna crack.
But that's a good
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'll catch up with you.
You're doing great.
Thank you. You're too kind.
And when you see it drying, I like this part. This is my favorite part because when you see it drying, you're gonna see the cracks start to appear on the paint. And right now, when we go over it with some ink, you're gonna see the cracks really well.
I should get more into them. Hope everyone's having a good day out there.
I know it's kind of cloudy today, isn't it?
Yeah. It was really hot for a few days, and then
It was.
you don't know whether to take the shorts out, put the sweats away, or
I know. I had the
Or
booty
what?
shorts out, and I was like, I'm ready. But then no.
yeah.
Then it
You're
got
like,
all,
no, put it away.
And then I got all cold. All right.
Yeah, I
Looks
think I
like
see
it's-
stuff
You see
happening.
the cracks
Yeah.
happening? And we also did put some on the curls here just so...
Yeah, I put a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Should I have put more?
No, I just put a
Okay.
little bit as well. No worries.
This is definitely a great gift idea to put on a coffee table or...
Yeah, someone said, I think Sharon said it was good for graduations. Graduations.
Oh, yeah.
You could use this album for graduations.
Mother's Day is
Mother's
coming
Day
up.
is coming up. Hint.
Hint, hint.
I know my mom likes everything I do, but she never gets any of it because everybody
Yeah.
else takes it.
I know. Skip the flowers, please. Just give me more Prima stuff.
Yeah. All right. Looks like it's drying. Just gonna. Yeah. Looks like
Wow.
it's dry now.
Okay.
Yes, and starting in May, we're gonna have some bilingual classes.
Oh, see?
Yeah, so we're gonna have some Spanish classes. People have been asking for those, so we're gonna start doing those in May. So if you guys out there, anybody watching is Spanish speaking or would like a Spanish speaking class, we're gonna start doing those in May. So the next step, now that this is dry, we're gonna go in with our ink, and I went ahead and grabbed the vintage photo and both the walnut stain.
Okay.
You're gonna go over the paper here that you just dried with that.
Mine's still a little bit wet. Is it okay to go over it?
You want to make sure it's dry.
Okay.
Yeah. So if it's still a little wet, just...
I left my fingerprint there forever.
Your fingerprint?
Yeah, I poked into it.
So it's pretty personal.
Yes.
So you just want to go over it with that ink. And that's going to reveal some of those cracks.
Oh, okay.
And you'll see it in a second. And then once you're there, you just want to go over all of these curls just to match those colors.
You want your curls to match your paper.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to go over this really quick.
I think I laid it on thick down here, that's why.
Oh, and that's okay, because that's going to give you the best cracks.
It always amazes me how you come up with these projects.
That amazes me too, trust me.
Don't say that.
I just go to sleep sometimes and I'm like, really? Did I just do that?
Let me just tear some paper up when I wake up.
Yeah, it's just crazy sometimes. But thank you, that's really nice of you. Alright, so let's do that.
Okay.
And let me just give you guys a little close-up here. If you guys see I don't know if you guys will be able to see the cracks. Probably you can see some of those cracks in there.
See the textures.
Right. And I'm using here vintage photo and walnut stain colors. And once we have that on there, the next step is going to be to do some more spraying. So we're going to take our mist here that we used earlier and just spray it just a bit. Now that everything's dry.
Trying to cover some of the white. That way.
Yeah, you just want to make sure.
Too contrast.
Yeah, you want to make sure you do that. And I'm going to give this a quick dry.
Okay. Ladies, this studio, and gentlemen, excuse me, is just gorgeous.
It was designed by Denny. He's so amazing.
Oh, wait.
Of course, with my supervision.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, he would go insane.
No, I mean, I watched your video of it that you did on, that's on YouTube. I watched it again today just so I could know where to go, what to expect.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I got it. There's some of it's like really sticking up here. Is that okay, or should I glue it down?
Oh, that's fine, because once we go in there, we're going to tear those down.
Okay.
So this is what we have so far, and I just went ahead and added some mist, and I give it a quick dry, and just kind of rubbing off the excess here with a little paper towel.
Should I dry mine a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
And while she's doing that, if you see these lighter colors on top, what I did is I went ahead and took some more of that ink, and I just went ahead and used it on the canvas here. And what I like is that it really, really absorbs that color very well. And you can use the same colors we're using now to kind of cover that and give it a more vintage look.
I like how all the collaging we did really comes out.
It does.
I didn't really know your purpose on doing that, but
yeah,
now that it
stuff that I do is kind of like, why is he doing that?
Oh yeah, I could see the crackling.
Can you see the crackle?
Now, yeah.
Yeah.
Crackling. It's like
crackling.
Crackling.
What is it? Pork crackling?
Yeah. Very healthy,
yeah,
right?
Very healthy.
How did we get to pork crackling?
I didn't know.
Are you hungry, Frank?
I think I am. It's been lunchtime. All right. So now that we have inked all of the edges here, you can see that it's really coming together.
Oh yeah.
It's really looking like it's supposed to. And I'm gonna do some on the edge here.
You went with the darker one.
I went with the
walnut?
vintage photo and a little bit of the walnut.
Okay.
So just a touch.
Okay. don't think I would want to go too dark.
Yeah. So now for the center here, we're going to be using those reflection mirrors.
That means we get to open a package.
Another package. And then while we're doing that, we're going to also take out the frame here from this lovely resin. And if I can open this, here we go. I'm going to take this here.
And I can't wait till May 4th.
I know.
I'm going to be in my pajamas, glued to the TV, watching Frank all day.
I know, all day. Oh my God, you're going to get bored.
I'll bring you lunch.
Oh, that's so nice. And we're going to take one of our little mirrors here, the little square one, and we're going to cover the back of this, okay? So, and it looks like it's like a, I don't know what it is, but I'm going to use some glossy accents to cover that.
Which pack did you choose that from?
I chose it out of this one.
It has so many here.
Yeah, and this is the one, it's 551124. Okay. Yeah, National Scrapbook Day, May 4th. It's going to be super exciting because we're going to have all of these amazing teachers all day long teaching live with Prima. We're going to have Drew, Jamie.
Really, all day?
All day. Carrie, Sharon, and we're going to start really early in the morning for those of you that are on the other side of the country, and then we're going to go all the way till the evening. So it's going to be exciting. Jody Lee will be here. Danny will be here. Oh, no, he's not. He just made a face like, no, I'm not.
He just made you be here.
He'll be watching.
Did you put glossy accents on the back of this?
Or on the frame, because we're going to adhere it like that. Yeah.
Because this is pretty sticky, but still you probably
want to... It is, but we want to adhere it down on there.
Because you don't want it to move after you put it on there.
Yeah, we want it to be pretty permanent. And while you're doing that, you want to just cut off these corners here.
Ooh, cutting.
I know. Just so they don't show on the other side.
It's like those movies when you watch a movie and they don't show you what's in the mirror when they're filming it.
Yeah, kind of like that. Alright.
And when you're putting it on here, don't put the sticky side down.
Right.
Make sure, because I almost did that right now.
Yeah, no, you want to make sure the sticky side is down because we're going to
said it out loud.
It might be a little hard to do, but you'll do it. Once it's in place.
It's going to be hard to cut, Frank. It's really thick.
It is thick, but you should be able to cut it.
I can do it?
You can do it. If you've done it this far, you can do it.
Okay. Time is flying when I'm having fun.
It is.
Oh my gosh.
And next thing, we're gonna take some of my favorite foam adhesive. Everybody knows I love foam. It's like my thing.
Pop it up. Lift it up.
Yeah, and we're gonna put some in the back of this frame. And Carrie always tells me when I say, oh, a few, she's like, oh, you mean a million? Yeah.
A few million. Oh, wow. This looks beautiful. I would have never thought about doing that.
It looks nice, right?
Yes.
And once you put the foam, you're going to want to put this...
This is what I'm amazed about. Okay, little things amaze me.
No, okay. It's okay. And here's some foam here for you.
Thank you. A few.
Just a few.
My side of the crafting is so messy compared to Frank's.
Oh no, mine is worse.
I have stuff everywhere. And...
Okay, and then you want to stick it down right in the center.
Okay. Where did you position your foam?
Just on top on the white part.
So it doesn't show in the mirror part. Okay, that makes sense.
How does that look?
Wow, looks nice.
Looks nice, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. I'm not just saying that because I did it, because it does look really nice. I think I need one more.
All right.
Just for this edge right here.
Just for kicks. That's what I tell. That's what I tell Danny all the time. Just for kicks.
To keep it balanced, because you don't want a lopsided project.
Right.
We're having fun removing the backs of the foam dots.
And you just want to adhere this down right in the center. Make sure it's nice and straight.
Make sure it's dry.
Yeah.
Wow.
sticking out here.
Yeah. It's okay. It adds to the antique-y look of the project.
Right. All right. So now that we have that, we're going to go all around that with some pearls. And I just got some glass pearls here. Let me put this right in the middle.
I love these little containers.
Yeah,
nice to hold.
I got these at a 99-cent store. I know, shocking, right? And then with the glossy accents, you're gonna just wanna apply a generous amount around the frame.
Okay.
So here's I think you have.
Yes.
This. Okay.
I'm just gonna watch you first, so I don't mess it up.
You just wanna apply a generous amount around the frame.
So you're kind of filling in.
Yeah, you just want to fill it in. And you might use a lot of the glossy accents here, but...
Yeah, I think I have a lot.
It's okay.
Does this dry right away, or do you...
No, it gives you some time to work with it. And then once you're doing that, you're going to want to start dropping in the pearls. Alright, let me move this over here. I don't know if people can see better. Sorry, we have kind of like a...
Sorry. Since it's two of us, I'm crowding Frank's style here.
Oh, no problem.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's better. Okay.
Sorry.
So now we're going to drop these in there. Just randomly.
Sizes.
Oops. I said drop them onto the thing. Right?
Drop them onto Lisa. Her foot.
Just gonna drop them in, and here you could just grab as many as you need.
Excuse my reach. Oh, I love these.
Yeah, these are really nice.
Oops. Would a glue gun work okay if like someone didn't have, or would it?
You can, but it might dry too quickly. Okay. And then the glue gun, the pearls might fall off.
Oh,
yeah, because, you know, sometimes that kind of happens, but with glue guns, so that's why I'm not using a glue gun today.
Yeah, I think for every project you have to see what you're doing and what your end result is, and then figure out what adhesive to use.
Right.
Like you wouldn't use an ATG on this because...
Right, because it's not gonna adhere at all. And while you're doing this, you could see that the paper we have behind it, you could peek through the little window.
Oh.
Can you see that?
Yes.
So when
I said that so loud. I'm like excited. Yes, I see it, Frank.
So you can see the little window in there, and you can see the paper behind it. So that's really cool.
You could even put for Mother's Day.
A picture.
A picture, like a little one in the middle, or you know, in the back of it.
Yeah.
I think that would be great.
Yes, I think that would be great.
And I like the pages inside because you can put any size. You know, you can make little layouts. I'm gonna go behind you so I don't cut in front of you.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, you could put anything. You can make a journal, art journal page, or anything that you wanna make in there.
It was like that one live stream show where they showed, you guys showed, see I'm saying they because I really, I can't believe I'm here.
You're part of this today.
Oh. But how you use the flaps of the,
oh yeah,
the sheets to make things come out of it. And
Russia's here.
Oh.
Hello people from Russia. Glad to have you watching.
Only thing I know how to say in Russian is I love you.
Aw, I think that's the most important thing to say anyway.
It's Ya Dzibya Lublю.
Oh, wow. That was quick.
I'm Armenian.
Oh, okay.
But we have cousins in Armenia, which of course is next to Russia.
Nice.
So if you need a bilingual show in Armenian, I'll volunteer.
Oh, very
Me and
nice.
Mara will volunteer.
Okay.
Mara is a very Armenian name. I'm the only one in my family who got the quote-unquote American name.
Oh, wow. I like it, though.
Thank you.
All right, so now that we're kind of dropping these in.
Did I put too many?
Oh, no, you're good. You're
I'm looking at yours and I'm like, I went overboard.
No, you're good. You're good.
I could take some out if you want.
Oh, no, you're good. I don't think you want to.
Wow.
You can show them while I'm working.
I think because I tore mine.
Yeah, just a little bit more, but that's okay.
Let's see.
See, that's what it looks like.
See, I used like a million of them.
Oh, that's.
But oh my gosh, that's gorgeous.
And we're gonna, once you have them on, now you want to go back with your glossy accents. You want to go over them with the glossy accents, so just like this.
I liked how you layered some on top of each other. It looks like. So we want to go on top of the flowers. Okay.
On top of the pearls.
The pearls. I'm sorry. See, I'm thinking flowers. My mind's on flowers. Prima flowers.
Prima.
Yes.
Yeah.
Next word.
And the reason you want to do this is because it's all gonna drip down, and then it'll make them all stick.
You want to get between the little nooks and crannies.
Right.
Like English muffin. I'm not hungry either. I had some raisins on the way here.
Oh, nice.
My long 5-minute commute to Prima. I was like, wait a minute, I just opened these packs of raisins and I'm here.
Oh, okay. Here. So people
Thank
can
you.
see what you're doing as well.
Oops. That's my glue.
Here's another one if you need another one.
I just want them to think I'm making funny noises.
Oh, no, I don't think they are thinking that. If not. Alright. I'm going to put a few more here. Are you looking for a pen?
Yeah, I'll grab one from you.
Okay.
I don't think you'd mind.
I don't. And then once you do that, you're going to want to give it a quick dry, okay?
Okay.
So far, guys, we've been working on a mixed media album using a Prima scrapbook.
Go there.
And I'm here with Liz, who's doing a wonderful job.
Hi, I keep waving at the camera, but we're down here now.
Down here.
Frank's like, you're waving at the wrong camera.
And Morel. See, now I'm confused.
That's okay.
Liz is drawing her album now, and we just added some pearls right at the center.
Oh, okay. I see how.
Now you see.
I see it.
You see the light.
Yes, they give a charming look. Sunbeam Smile. What a cute name.
I love that name.
I know you ladies are probably all laughing at me.
No, I think they're nice.
They are very nice.
All of you
I love chatting.
Nice.
I love that as much as watching you create. You know that, right?
Aw. All right.
Because you get to connect with, people that love what you love. That's very rare. I told Carrie, I'm so glad that there's the Live with Prima group because you really do connect with, no other, of course we don't think about other companies, but no one else has this. You know, it's like a I can't say that word. Camaraderie.
Yeah. You said it better than I would.
Well, it took me a couple of tries. I butchered it.
And the pearls are just from a local scrapbook store or craft store. They're not any specific brand. You can use any pearls as long as they're glass, because you don't want to use the acrylic ones because they'll melt.
Yeah. Is there a store in Israel that sells Prima products?
I'm sorry?
Is there a store in Israel that sells Prima products?
I'm not sure. We might have to look into that. But we do. I know scrapbook.com ships worldwide, and Two Peas in a Bucket as well.
I love that they do that. We have to share the goodies with everybody.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
All right. So that's gonna be basically.
I melted this.
Oh no! Don't worry about that. Mine that happened to mine too. But when you
I was like, what's that smell?
You're gonna let it sit. Okay, because it's gonna have to dry for a few hours. But what we can work with it meanwhile. That's why we just gave it a little bit of drying time. Now we're gonna grab our trinkets here.
Okay. These would make beautiful earrings too.
They would. And then we can grab, I used the large one, but if you don't want to cover it up, you can use the smaller one, which I really like too, I think. I'm going to use the smaller one this time. And you want to remove the ring.
You're going to use one small one?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can use the big one if you like.
I want to use the big one.
Okay.
Go
and I'm
big.
going to add some glossy accents to this as well. And I'm going to stick it right in the middle of this, just like that. I'm going to hold it a little bit because it needs to stick. So just kind of hold it in place.
Okay.
Just like that. And if you don't hold it, it'll slide off.
We don't want that.
No, we don't want it to slide off. So just hold it in place. And it'll stick. In a few seconds. the
You want me to hold yours and you could do something? Or?
No, I think I'm good. I think.
Well, because they're multifaceted, that's why it's not a flat back, so you kind of have to
you just have
train it to stay in place.
Train it.
Train it. Yeah, train your trinkets.
Train your trinkets. Hello, Patricia. Glad you're here. Yay! What time is it there? It's probably late. Patricia is a friend of mine from Facebook. She's so sweet.
Don't be scared. Whoever's scared of doing a mini, they're very fun.
Hi, Limor. Limor's so sweet. Okay, and then now while this is drying, I'm gonna take these epoxy stickers.
Yeah, mine has to. Yeah, they do slip.
They do slide just a little bit.
Tricky
but you know what I did? There's a little trick. I put my little distress tool in here, and it makes it straight.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's what I did. So then now it's not going to slide.
You got to think of these things.
Yeah. So I'm going to take my epoxy stickers, and you could take different
bubbles,
different sizes, and you just want to scatter them on top of this map thing we have going on here, using different.
I'm looking at the final project
to get an idea.
To get an idea, yeah.
Okay, and we're gonna just add a few here. And these are self-adhesive epoxy stickers. I really love these. These are fun. And you can't really see them on the camera, can you? But you'll see them at the end.
It pops out on yours. You can.
Oh, because of the glare.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me show them really quick what we're doing here. So basically, these are the epoxy things.
It looks like it's part of the paper. The way.
Yeah. So once we have these adhered down, we're gonna go with some gel medium. And this is the icky part because you need to use it with your fingers. And then you're gonna just go over them to help them adhere.
Okay.
And this also is going to give you some really nice texture. And you don't want any lumps, so you want to just make sure it's nice and even.
It's not oatmeal, no lumps.
No lumps.
Although I like lumps in my oatmeal. Gives it texture.
There you go. Scrapbooking in
your... This feels gooey. I'm like, oh. Yeah, I'm weird.
It's okay. We all do it once.
Are yours moving around a little bit?
Yeah, so you just need to be careful. Just hold them in place, and then once the gel goes in there, it'll hold it in place.
Okay.
And you want to do it for all of these here.
No, it's not gesso.
It's gel medium. It's the heavy gel medium. And you want to make sure that the one you get is gloss and it's not the opaque one, because that one is not going to dry clear.
Wow, the glossy accents did really dry clear. Not that I was doubting you at any point, but I was like,
Will it really dry
Things
clear?
that make you go,
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Get in there, Frank.
Yeah, you need to really get in there.
Oh, I got it dirty. Sorry. Oh, I got even one of them in there. Fish for my glossy axe. I got it.
You got it. You got it. Okay, once you do that, you're going to want to dry this.
Okay.
Okay, and once it dries, it's going to be clear.
Finger painting is a lot of fun. You're right, Carrie. It feels like the texture of frosting, I want to say.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm learning so much. After 10 years, I thought I knew it all. And then I come here and it's like, oh gosh.
Well, I'm glad you're learning. That's what
I am. I'm definitely learning.
The point of these shows is for people to learn and to get an idea of how to use our products.
Wow. Okay, I think I did it.
You did it?
I think
All right,
so.
So now you're just going to go ahead and give it a quick dry.
Okay. Clean my fingers from all that.
And when it dries, you will have a textured, you know, a bumpy texture. Just because it depends on how you do it. If you leave a lot of like kind of, you know, thick spots, you are gonna get that texture. But it's really nice. I really like feeling that texture in there. But it won't show up white. It'll dry clear. I know right now on the screen it looks white, but it's gonna be transparent.
Yeah, I didn't think you would put something white on top like that.
No, it would look weird.
Or if you did, you'd spray something over it
right.
Make a glitter.
And also this gel medium is going to hold those in place, so. As you can see, it's drying clear, right, Liz?
Yeah. Yes. Of course, there's parts of it that I did really thick.
This is gel medium, Glenna, the one we're using. Oh, Anna keeps on buying Prima. She's so sweet. The gel medium will become transparent. It's like a glue, yes.
We're having fun drying here.
Yeah, just giving it a quick dry.
I love the look of the pearls, Frank.
I know, they look beautiful.
So pretty.
Right?
It makes it look so rich.
Mm-hmm.
This is a good present for Grandma, too.
Yeah. It's really nice.
All the kitty pictures in there.
I was going to say it's nice and vintage, but I don't think Grandma would like to be called nice and vintage.
No. See, that's not a line that will sell well. Nice and vintage.
No.
Does Prima have like a whole committee of people who come up with names of lines? And
there's actually a group, yeah, that comes up with those, yeah. So I think so far they've done really well.
Yes.
Really, really well. I love all the lines and everything.
Because even if you're ordering online, it kind of, you know, it's...
Well, I think the names are easy to recognize.
Yes.
Yeah, so we don't want to name things hard names.
Hard to pronounce and...
Even though we had en français.
Oui.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
I'm like, what? So as you can see, it's drying slowly but drying.
It is.
And that's why you don't want to add too thick of a coat because then you'll be drying for like an hour.
Yeah.
So just for purposes of the show, we're kind of doing a little thin coat. But I know Liz is gonna go home and add some more on there.
Yes, of course. Good thing I don't have a long commute. I would just go home and create. I don't even have to eat anything.
Who cares about eating?
Yeah, exactly. If I faint, I'll just call Prima instead of 911.
I know.
Even though we have a fire station like within half a mile.
Alright, so mine is looking kind of dry. Just kind of waiting.
Let me see yours.
For a little bit.
Or you could put it aside and...
Yeah, you can put it aside and work on something else. But we don't have anything else to work on right now.
Well, sometimes at home, you know, you don't want to rush these steps because you don't want...
Yeah, you don't want it to come out wrong. You know, honestly, like, the thin coat is going to be good enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then while you're drying the epoxy, you're also helping dry the pearls. Because the pearls, remember, have, like, glossy accents down at the bottom.
But don't get too close to the middle like I did.
Right.
But then you could cover it up with more stuff, so... Never fear.
Just pile it up.
Yes. Like I said, whenever I make a mistake, I just kind of
I had a little mem that I made because there's like a mem creator on my phone, and I said I messed up on my project. It had the little baby with the, you know, there's a little baby that kind of says yes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then I said, oh, I messed up on my project, so I just put Jess over it.
That's cute.
I know, isn't it? But it's true.
Or paint over it sometimes. Yeah. Just cover it with something else, and no one's gonna know except you.
Right.
Because only in your head is, you know, the vision of the project.
Yeah. For all you know, I might have just spilled gel medium on this.
Exactly. And it looks nice like that.
All right, just a few minutes here, and everything will be good. How's yours looking, Liz?
I think pretty good.
I think yours is...
Even the parts of it is kind of lumpy, but that's okay. It's drying, clear, which is good. I love reading all the comments. Is that okay?
Yeah, it looks great. I love all that texture, actually.
Yes.
Really adds a lot. So now that we have that, I'm going to go back here. And as you can see, some of it is still white, but that's okay because it's going to dry on its own. But before we let it go, we're going to add some more mist here to kind of, some of them are clear. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our mist and just spray on top of them.
Does the gel medium help hold the spray?
Yes, and you can actually go over it with Mod Podge again if you wanted to.
Oh, okay.
So once it dries, it dries. And then you're going to dry it, and you want to make sure that you're drying this kind of puddle that forms on top of those epoxy stickers.
Okay. Shake your bottles well.
Yes.
Because you don't want weird stuff. I think I put too much, but...
You're good.
I always forget to keep the shaker moving, to move across when you're spraying. Let's see, I think I need one more puddle. Oh yeah, you can feel it kind of sticky a little bit. I like to feel things. Back to drying.
Back to drying. And that'll dry quicker because it's just, water.
Oh, someone said put the lid on the gel medium, it's drying out. Thank you.
Thanks for the reminder.
I think that's the lid. Oh.
It might be somewhere on my side.
Yeah, I think it's this one. It reminded me of the time when I was pregnant, I was trying to put the telephone in the refrigerator. You know, you do weird things like that. So when you try to force, like I was trying to force the top of this one, and that doesn't belong there. See, I can't walk and talk, walk and chew gum at the same time.
You don't text and drive?
No, no, that's my husband's pet peeve. I do not do that.
I know.
Even my son calls me out on it. Because you see so many people driving and doing that. It's not safe.
It's not.
Walking and texting, I do when I bump into stuff. Texting and scrapbooking.
Yeah, but I think that's less dangerous.
Yes. Unless you have something sharp or pointy, or
you're walking into like a pipe or something.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Where do you live?
I don't know.
I was walking and I ran into a pipe.
I ran into chickens.
I got an omelet. Oh, this is looking neat. Gosh.
Doesn't it look great?
Yes.
Alright, so I'm going to let that dry. And then the final thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead
and... Oh, look at your puddle.
Yeah, it just
yeah, really I like it.
Yeah. And then we're going to take these two remaining resins.
And we got to use all of them.
Yeah. And we're going to adhere one on the top here. Just like that. And we're going to add a little bit of glue just to help it stay.
Can you paint over these little guys?
You can. Okay. So you can use some paint on there.
Is this tape functional? I know I'm asking weird questions, but...
It is.
Yeah,
actually,
look,
it's very strong. But I always add just a little bit more glue.
Yeah.
Just to
and save your beautiful packages.
Yes.
You can make tags and stuff out of it.
And then I'm going to add one at the bottom here.
Okay.
The longer one.
I like the white on white and white.
Mm-hmm.
They always say make your eye travel.
Yeah. And what I did do for the other one is I went ahead and misted this just a little bit. And that's optional, but I do like doing that. And I just went ahead and did a few
yeah, I like that look.
And then I'm going to dry that. And then you also want to mist on the resins a little bit just to kind of get that color in there. It just gives it a different look, you know? Mm-hmm. So we're going to dry that once again. Today's drying show with Frank.
Yay! Drying with Frank. Okay. Let's see if I remember what order he did. Spray and spray.
Just spray.
Just spray. Just do it.
Just do it.
Who says that, Steph? I like when she says that. Just play. I think I just sprayed too much, but...
It's okay.
Okay. So Frank was telling me where to go in the this area right here, and I wanted to go to the warehouse. He had to pull me back.
I'm like, no, Liz.
No, that's not the right way. I said, I was just going to the restroom. No, that's not the way to the restroom. I think they're going to frisk me on my way out. I'm just kidding.
Oh, no. We love having you here.
I did get my prize package.
Yay.
Thank you, Carrie, and everyone for arranging that. I kept bugging her. When am I going to get it? Because I wanted to play with it. Now I get to do that. Very generous prize package. Thank you very much.
Pima's very generous.
Yes. Oh, I love the way that dried on there. I thought it would slip off. Honestly, I was like, is that spray gonna really dry on there? I don't know. I should have my doubts. I'm a believer. Not a, what is that, Justin Belieber? I'm not a believer. You know how they have that special term for just, you don't know that term for Justin Bieber? Believers?
Am I not in?
I guess, the kids? Well, you're not 10 to 12 or 14 years old.
No, trust me, I love One Direction. And I'm saying this like worldwide right now. I love One Direction. Everybody's going to probably email me on Facebook. Really?
Oh.
They're just so cute.
I really like Justin Timberlake's comeback.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. I got that bubblegum song for free from Starbucks. I was rocking out to it. I was like...
Someone said no tweens in the house.
Oh. JT's the bomb.
I know.
Yes, he is.
All right, so I think we're good with the drawing here.
Okay.
And basically now we're done.
I think I'll make one of these for Justin and, what's his wife's name? Can't think of it right now.
Oh, I don't know. But now we're done with the cover.
Wow.
And did you have fun?
Oh my gosh, we're done?
Yeah.
No, I don't want it to be over.
Let me switch the camera here real quick.
Okay. I'm all sweating and stuff all over my hands.
Hyperventilating.
I
So
know, I am
let's show everybody
hyperventilating.
what we did here. Let me just remove this here. And this is what we have. And this is the finished one. Of course, we didn't get to put the little trim on the side, but I think we ran out of time. But you could just grab some trim over. And you want to show yours, Liz?
I think my middle... Oh, it is stuck now. Okay.
Yeah.
If my middle teardrop falls out, but I can't believe I created this.
Look at how awesome it looks.
Wow. We're almost twins.
Twins!
Yeah. Twins.
Twinsies!
I can't believe it. No, honestly, ladies, I just... Wow.
You did a great job, Liz.
Oh, thank you.
And, you know, the final touches, if you wanted to, you could add some of my famous liquid pearl dotting. It takes forever. But it makes it look really nice.
It does.
And then you can add a little drops of glossy accents if you wanted to. And then I added a little title here. You could add the little Prima trim on the side. But
the back, too, looks gorgeous.
And then the back, I just went ahead and did a little bit of the same. But just in a smaller scale because you don't want it to be two-dimensional just because it has to sit flat.
Yeah.
And then you want to let this dry completely. And then here's Liz's. I really just love seeing it. Look, we have 3 now.
Oh.
Denny's like, those are mine.
Oh, okay.
So
That's
thank you
beautiful.
everybody for joining us. I really hope you enjoyed it, and thank you, Liz, for coming.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, I'm glad you came. And just a few announcements. Tomorrow we have another show with me. Yeah. We're gonna be making some cards. Carrie posted those, I think, today, with Songbird, which is one of my favorite collections too. And it's gonna be a Crafters Home class. So we're gonna be making those cards and just different cards for Mother's Day, which are perfect. Yeah. And then also National Scrapbook Day, May 4th. Remember, all-day marathon with amazing teachers, amazing projects. I got to see all the projects. They're amazing, amazing. I love them.
Can you show them to me afterwards? I'll make you cookies.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Let's go. What are we waiting for? And then also, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but our new art venture was announced on Friday. Amazing, amazing. Which we're gonna have some amazing teachers, Limor, Jamie. We're gonna have Steph Miller. We're gonna have Anna Dabrowska, Natalie Kalbeck, and me. And me. And it's gonna be in January 2014. We're already open registration for that. So if you guys would like to come, it's right before CHA. It's gonna be January 8th and 9th. It's a 2-day thing, and it's going to be awesome. We're going to have so much fun. If you've never been to a Prima retreat, it's really, really fun. It's filled with Prima product, filled with, fun, giveaways, flowers, paper, all that good stuff. That
beautiful projects like these.
Beautiful projects. So if you guys want to know more information, Carrie will show the link to the Facebook post, and there's also a link to see.
Oh, they said I was friendly. Thank you.
Yeah, she's super cute. But yeah, make sure you guys register for that. It's gonna be super fun. It's gonna be a lot of cool projects. And the best thing of all is we're gonna be using 2014 product that nobody has ever seen. Yeah. Oh. So you're gonna be one of the first people to see that product. I'm going to get to work with you guys with this new product. So you're going to get to see it firsthand at the Art Venture. So it's going to be amazing. Anything else? Venture. I know. Yeah. Make sure you guys check that out. Anything else? I'm trying to remember who's on Thursday. I can't remember, but Carrie might be able to illuminate me with that because I always forget. But yeah, make sure you guys check that out. And any questions before we go?
Sure.
Yes, we did.
I can't wait to see you. I know that's the first thing I say. Please record because I want to watch again and share with everybody.
It's going to be here in California, in Anaheim, California, the Art Venture. 2 days before CHA.
And that's near Disneyland. Not Disneyland. Not this Disneyland here at Prima, but the other Disneyland.
The Disneyland in Anaheim. we don't have the cool rides here. But yeah, does it include hotel? No, it does not. It does not include a hotel. But if you're already coming to CHA and you're booking your hotel, it's good to just book with those 2 days included. There is a lot of cheap hotels around Anaheim, and I think we picked a very good location just because CHA is there, Disneyland is there, and there's a lot of good eateries there too, a lot of fun stuff to do. So not that you're gonna.
It's on a payment plan.
Not that you're gonna go anywhere else, but it's also on a payment plan. Yes. Yeah, it's also on a payment plan.
Tell him it's the payment plan.
You can do 2 payments, 3 payments, 4 payments, 6 payments, 20 payments.
Great.
I mean,
whatever. Not like a car payment though. Yeah, whatever. It's better than a car payment.
Yeah. Whatever it takes, you're going to be able to go. Okay, so, if you want to do it in 2 payments, if you want to pay it in full, you can do that. And you have basically, how many months? Like,
a lot of months.
7, 8 months to pay it off. So, it's a really good value. Mother's Day's coming up. Good Mother's Day gift.
Great Mother's Day gift.
Your husbands and all that.
Hint, hint, Dino.
Yeah. There you go.
So I like the fact that, I read that you get a lot of stuff. So it's not just, when you go to the classes, you get some classes you go and you don't get anything to take home. Sorry, I don't mean to be taken over the.
No.
But you get stuff to take home, and that's what we want. We want to play. And then we want extra things to take home with us.
Yeah, you get over $600 worth of product.
Wow.
So between classes and gifts and giveaways and prize patrol with Shanette and all that stuff. So
do that again?
She comes in with a little bag, with the
like
Prima
Santa
stuff.
Claus?
Yeah, kind of Santa Claus. Yeah. But yeah, we'll have tons of fun. So I hope you guys can join us, and just being able to be with everybody is just a great experience. So you don't want to miss that. Any other questions for you guys before we leave? Because I know Liz is dying of hunger. Could hear her belly.
No, I could lick the gesso. I'll be sick, but
Right. No, I don't think you want to do that. Congrats to the winner for tonight. Tonight or today.
Well, it's night somewhere, right?
It's night somewhere. And tomorrow we're going to be doing cards, songbird cards. So I hope you guys can join us.
What time tomorrow?
11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Okay. I'll schedule my whole day around that. Thank you so much for having me here. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Really appreciate the opportunity.
See you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.